Welcome to Johor Bahru, Malaysia's southern gateway and one of Southeast Asia's most vibrant food destinations. Just across the border from Singapore lies a city that comes alive after sunset. While shopping malls, cafes, and attractions draw visitors during the day, many locals will tell you that the real Johor Bahru experience begins in the evening, when streets transform into bustling night markets known as Pasar Malam. Tonight, we're exploring the fascinating world of Johor Bahru's night markets, where food, culture, shopping, and community come together under the glow of streetlights and colorful stalls. But what exactly is a Pasar Malam? The term Pasar Malam literally means night market in the Malay language. These temporary markets typically appear in different neighborhoods on specific days of the week. Streets that normally carry cars and motorcycles are closed to traffic and transformed into lively marketplaces filled with vendors selling food, drinks, clothing, household items, toys, and much more. For generations, night markets have been an important part of Malaysian life. They are more than just places to shop. They serve as community gathering spaces where friends and families meet, enjoy affordable meals, and experience the atmosphere of their neighborhoods. One of the unique things about Johor Bahru's night markets is that many operate on a rotating schedule. Each neighborhood usually hosts its market on a particular day of the week. This means locals can enjoy a different Pasar Malam almost every evening simply by visiting another part of the city. For visitors, this creates an exciting opportunity to experience multiple markets during a single trip. Of course, the biggest attraction of any JB night market is the food. As you walk through the rows of stalls, you'll encounter an incredible variety of aromas and flavors. The smell of grilled satay drifts through the air. Freshly fried snacks sizzle in large woks. Sweet desserts tempt passers-by, while colorful drinks offer relief from the tropical heat. Among the popular foods you'll often find are satay, skewered meat grilled over charcoal and served with a rich peanut sauce. Another favorite is roti john, a sandwich made with bread, eggs, meat, and various seasonings cooked on a hot griddle. Many visitors also enjoy murtabak, a stuffed pancake filled with meat and spices, as well as apam balik, a sweet folded pancake containing sugar, peanuts, and corn. You'll also encounter local kuih, traditional Malaysian snacks and desserts that come in a surprising range of shapes, colors, and flavors. For adventurous eaters, night markets offer a chance to sample foods that may not be available in restaurants or shopping centers. And the best part? Most items remain surprisingly affordable, making it possible to enjoy a feast without spending a fortune. While food may be the star attraction, shopping plays a major role as well. Night markets are known for offering everything from clothing and accessories to kitchen tools, phone chargers, household goods, toys, and seasonal products. Some shoppers come specifically to hunt for bargains, while others simply enjoy browsing through the colorful displays. Unlike modern shopping malls, night markets offer a more personal experience. Buyers can interact directly with vendors, ask questions about products, and sometimes even negotiate prices. This human connection is one reason why night markets continue to thrive despite the rise of online shopping. Among Johor Bahru's many night markets, several stand out as particularly popular. One of the most famous is Pasar Kharat, located near the city center. Unlike traditional neighborhood markets, Pasar Kharat operates regularly and is known for its unique atmosphere. Visitors can browse vintage items, fashion accessories, collectibles, and street food while enjoying live music and a lively evening crowd. Another well-known destination is the KSL Night Market, which takes place near KSL City Mall. This market attracts both locals and tourists, offering an impressive selection of food stalls and affordable shopping opportunities. Johor Jaya Night Market is another favorite and is often considered one of the largest and busiest night markets in the city. Here, visitors can experience a vast selection of street food while observing everyday life in one of Johor Bahru's established residential communities. Beyond these famous locations, there are countless neighborhood markets throughout the city. Each has its own character, specialties, and loyal following. One of the most enjoyable aspects of visiting a JB night market is simply observing daily life. You'll see families enjoying dinner together, children choosing snacks and toys, students meeting friends after class, and retirees strolling through the stalls at a relaxed pace. Night markets provide a glimpse into the rhythm of local life that many tourists never experience. For visitors arriving from Singapore, JB's night markets have become especially popular. The combination of affordable prices, diverse food choices, and vibrant atmosphere makes them a favorite destination for evening excursions. Many visitors cross the border specifically to enjoy a night of eating and shopping before returning home. If you're planning to visit a Johor Bahru night market, a few simple tips can help improve your experience. Arrive before peak hours if you prefer smaller crowds. Bring cash, as some vendors may not accept electronic payments. Wear comfortable shoes because you'll likely spend a lot of time walking. And most importantly, come hungry. Sampling a variety of small dishes is one of the best ways to experience what a night market has to offer. As the evening progresses, the lights grow brighter, the crowds become larger, and the atmosphere becomes even more energetic. Food vendors work quickly to serve waiting customers. Conversations fill the air. Music drifts through the streets. The market becomes a celebration of everyday life. Eventually, the night winds down. Vendors begin packing their goods. Streets that only hours earlier were crowded with people slowly return to normal traffic. By morning, it may seem as though the market was never there at all. Yet the following evening, in another neighborhood somewhere across Johor Bahru, the cycle begins again. This is the enduring charm of the JB Night Market, a tradition that continues to bring together food, culture, commerce, and community. Whether you're a first-time visitor, a food lover, a bargain hunter, or simply someone looking to experience authentic local life, Johor Bahru's night markets offer something memorable for everyone. Thank you for joining this exploration of JB's vibrant Pasar Malam culture. And if you ever find yourself in Johor Bahru after sunset, follow the lights, follow the aromas, and follow the crowds. You just might discover your favorite night market. Just across the Johor-Singapore Causeway lies a world that feels both familiar and different. The language, food, and culture share many similarities with Singapore, yet visitors often find that Johor Bahru offers experiences that are increasingly difficult to find in a modern, highly urbanized city-state. One of those experiences is the traditional Malaysian night market or Pasar Malam. Every week, thousands of Singaporeans cross into Johor Bahru for shopping, dining, and leisure. While shopping malls and cafes are popular attractions, many visitors make a special effort to visit JB's vibrant night markets. But what exactly makes these night markets so appealing? Why do so many Singaporeans willingly brave border traffic and spend an evening wandering through crowded streets lined with food stalls and vendors? The answer lies in a combination of affordability, variety, atmosphere, and cultural nostalgia. Let's explore why Singaporeans continue to love Johor Bahru's night markets. One of the most obvious reasons is value for money. Thanks to the difference in currency values between Singapore and Malaysia, many goods and food items in Johor Bahru are significantly more affordable for Singaporean visitors. A meal that might cost a considerable amount in Singapore can often be enjoyed in Johor Bahru for a fraction of the price. This doesn't mean the food is inferior. In fact, many visitors believe the quality is excellent, especially when it comes to freshly prepared street food. For food lovers, this creates an irresistible opportunity to sample a wide variety of dishes without worrying too much about the bill. Visitors often find themselves trying foods they might otherwise skip simply because the prices are so reasonable. Another major attraction is the incredible variety of food available. At a typical JB night market, visitors can encounter dozens, sometimes hundreds, of food stalls offering everything from traditional Malay dishes to Chinese, Indian, and modern fusion snacks. The range is astonishing. There are skewers sizzling over charcoal grills, fresh seafood being cooked to order, traditional desserts displayed in colorful rows, fried snacks emerging from bubbling oil, fresh fruit juices, milk teas, coconut drinks, and countless other refreshments. Many Singaporeans describe the experience as a culinary adventure. Rather than sitting down for a single meal, they can stroll through the market, sampling a little of everything. A satay skewer here, a piece of murtabak there, perhaps an appam balik for dessert. Every few steps reveal another temptation. For many visitors, the variety itself becomes part of the entertainment. Beyond the food, there is the atmosphere. Night markets in Johor Bahru often occupy entire streets and neighborhoods. As evening arrives, roads are closed to vehicles and transformed into lively pedestrian zones. Colorful lights illuminate the stalls. Music drifts through the air. Families stroll together. Friends gather around food stands. Children excitedly point at toys and snacks. The atmosphere feels relaxed and community-oriented. For many Singaporeans, this environment offers a refreshing contrast to shopping malls and food courts. There is a sense of spontaneity and discovery that makes each visit unique. No two evenings are exactly the same. Different vendors appear. New foods are introduced. Seasonal products arrive. The market constantly evolves. Another reason Singaporeans enjoy JB night markets is the opportunity to shop for bargains. While food draws the largest crowds, many markets also feature stalls selling clothing, accessories, household items, electronics accessories, toys, and gifts. Visitors often enjoy browsing through these stalls in search of unexpected finds. Some shoppers come looking for practical items. Others simply enjoy the thrill of discovering something unusual. Unlike large retail chains, night market vendors often offer products that feel more personal and distinctive. The experience can feel more like treasure hunting than shopping. There is also an element of nostalgia. Both Singapore and Malaysia have long traditions of street markets and open-air community gatherings. Although Singapore still has its own Pasar Malam events, many Singaporeans feel that Johor Bahru's night markets operate on a larger scale and retain a stronger traditional character. For older visitors especially, walking through a JB night market can evoke memories of simpler times. The sights, sounds, and aromas create a connection to the past. Even younger visitors often appreciate the authenticity of the experience. In an era dominated by online shopping and digital entertainment, there is something appealing about physically exploring a bustling marketplace. Another important factor is accessibility. Johor Bahru is incredibly close to Singapore. For many residents, crossing the border can take less time than traveling to some destinations within Singapore itself, depending on traffic conditions. This proximity makes JB an attractive destination for spontaneous evening trips. A family can finish work or school in Singapore and still enjoy dinner and a night market visit in Johor Bahru. The convenience adds significantly to the appeal. Many visitors also enjoy the social aspect of the experience. A trip to a JB night market often becomes a group activity. Friends gather to explore different food stalls. Families spend time together outdoors. Couples enjoy evening walks while sampling snacks along the way. The shared experience creates lasting memories. Unlike formal dining or shopping experiences, night markets encourage interaction, conversation, and exploration. There is always something new to discuss, taste, or discover. Of course, Johor Bahru itself contributes to the appeal. The city has developed rapidly over the years while maintaining much of its local character. Modern shopping malls stand alongside traditional neighborhoods. Luxury developments coexist with long-established markets and food streets. This blend of old and new gives visitors a richer experience than they might find in many other urban destinations. Night markets perfectly reflect this balance. Traditional recipes are sold alongside trendy snacks. Longtime family businesses operate next to young entrepreneurs introducing new ideas. The result is a vibrant and dynamic environment that attracts visitors of all ages. As the evening continues, the crowds grow larger. The aroma of grilled food fills the air. Laughter echoes between the stalls. Vendors greet customers and prepare fresh dishes at remarkable speed. For many Singaporeans, this atmosphere represents one of the most enjoyable aspects of visiting Johor Bahru. It's not just about buying food or shopping for bargains. It's about experiencing a different pace of life, a more relaxed environment, a sense of community, a feeling that the evening itself is something to be enjoyed rather than rushed. Eventually, the night comes to an end. Visitors make their way back toward the border, carrying shopping bags, snacks, and perhaps a few souvenirs. But they also take home something less tangible. Memories of flavors discovered, conversations shared, unexpected finds, and the unmistakable energy of a Malaysian night market. This is why Singaporeans continue to return to Johor Bahru's night markets year after year. Not simply because they're affordable, not simply because the food is delicious, but because they offer an experience that combines culture, community, discovery, and enjoyment in a way that few other places can. For many visitors, a trip to Johor Bahru isn't complete without spending at least one evening wandering through a bustling pasar malam. And after experiencing one for yourself, it's easy to understand why.